Okay. College preparation for digital transformation in times of pandemic. Our presentation will be in 2 moments. Education data in Brazil, current economy data with COVID-19's impact. Brazilian education system. First, we have the literacy, basic education, technological professional education, college education, education specialization modality, master's, doctorate degree, and postdoctoral. In the literacy is a process of learning where you develop the skills of reading and writing. In the basic education, comprehends the infant education, the fundamental education, and a median education. The technological and professional formation is the formation for a work market and technical courses. Graduation. The graduation is the superior course, and each course has a specific time, normally keeps between 4 and 6 years. We have the mastering. This is a modality of a professional mastering and academic mastering. Normally, it takes 2 years. We have the doctorate that normally is, it takes 4 years. It's a specific line of research. And we have the postdoctorate that takes between 1 year and 2 years, depending on the university that you are enrolled.
Alfabetização, né, ela é nossa política nacional, chamada de PNA, que é o Plano Nacional de Alfabetização. Ele é responsável por planejar, orientar, coordenar,
college preparation for digital transformation in times of pandemic. This was the worst second. Now, okay. The literacy secretariat is responsible for planning, guiding, and coordinating the implementation of policies for the literacy of children, youth, and adults. Unlike elementary school that lasts for a total of 9 years, high school lasts only 3 years. Its series are called first year, second years, and third year, and have several subjects aimed at preparing students for selection processes such as entrance exams, for example. Digital diploma. Since the beginning of higher education in Brazil, the academic's most acclaimed document, the diploma, finally enters the 21st century. By uniting educational legislation and technology, the MEC, using digital certification, creates not only a solid tool in combating the falsification and irregularities of diplomas through digital transformation, but also initiates a digital revolution in education. Created by Ordinance MEC, regulated by Ordinance, digitally approved registration.
forma, a gente pode ter acesso ao certificado digital em qualquer momento.
In this way, we can have the access to the digital diploma in any moment.
Então, para garantir a
To guarantee the integrity of the information provided and the correct formation of the XML files that make up the digital diploma, the Ministry of Education, MEC, published Technical Note 13/2019 from the Higher Education Secretariat with guidelines for the implementation of the digital diploma by the IES and with the definition of the required data structure.
são necessárias em todas as universidades até 2025
All the universities till 2025 are obligated to have the digital diploma. Okay.
neste quadro.
In this chart that we have here, we have the number of colleges by organization, administrative categories, as you can see here.
Observar, temos as modalidades,
Here we have the modalities of universities
universitário, faculdades e os cursos técnicos
and the technical courses too.
e o privado. Como vocês podem
In the public and in the private university.
do ano passado.
As you can observe in this chart, these numbers are from the last year. Here, the
Este também
undergraduate enrollment by organization.
segundo a organização, né? Universidades e
Here, the universities and the university centers, all right,
nós temos e o total.
and the total in the end of the chart. Here, we have the profile
Perfil dos
of the teacher of higher education institutions. We,
reservas e que as instituições,
we can observe that in the public universities,
na maioria, e eles trabalham em tempo,
we have doctorate, more doctors,
o tempo é parcial.
and they work full time. And in the private university, we have more masters and they work part time. Here,
Nós temos aqui também o perfil
a typical profile of students in undergraduate courses by teaching modality in Brazil.
qualidade síncrona e
We have synchronous modality and asynchronous modality. What keeps our attention here are the ages. The age at graduation, 23 years and 30 years. This can keep our attention here. All right. Platforms.
temos país, ele recebe alunos de todos os. Volta uma tela, Renata.
Okay.
Angola,
Angola, Japan, and Paraguay
Angola recebe
are the countries with the most foreign students attending undergraduate courses in Brazil. 45% of foreign students attending undergraduate courses in Brazil are from the American continent.
45% mais ou menos dos alunos estrangeiros frequentam cursos de graduação no Brasil.
In 2018, 27.3% of foreign students are from the African continent.
Provenientes do continente africano.
Angola is the country with the largest number of foreign students.
O país com o maior número de estrangeiros.
From South America, Ecuador, Guyana, and Suriname are not included in the list of the 20 countries with the largest number of foreign students studying in Brazil. Here we have platforms and tools used in teaching.
As ferramentas que são utilizadas no nosso ensino no Brasil.
Virtual teaching learning environment. We have Moodle. Moodle is an open source learning management software that allows you to manage activities and interactions. It enables synchronous and asynchronous meetings in addition to being a virtual teaching learning environment. It has a multitude of resources, including text page, chat, forum, book, tasks, glossary, Wikipedia, and quizzes. Virtual teaching learning environment and the principal applicability. We have classroom teaching, distance learning, hybrid teaching, and remote lesson. An observation that hybrid education will be a new modality of teaching here in Brazil. And here we have more main services of G Suite for Education. The applicability is email service, access to all Google services and its interface. We have Google Meet. With Google Meet, is it possible to schedule web conferences from an appointment in Google Calendar? By adding files to Google Calendar, participants can access this material, which can be a lesson slide at the same time of the meeting. In addition, it is possible to share a screen and record the web conference. Till now is the most used resource here. We have podcasts, all right. Podcast Edu-A-Day addresses the features of G Suite for Education and the didactic possibilities of each tool. It's a new alternative too. Here we have, we are presenting Google Slides in an online presentation application. With it, you can assemble your presentations with a variety of themes, fonts, links, integrated videos, images, animations. It is very good for a group of work, as everyone can work together and simultaneously from anywhere. We have Google Sheets. Google Sheets is an online spreadsheet feature that allows you to create and format spreadsheets and collaborate with other users. The spreadsheets can be interactive, display data with colorful charts and graphs. Google Currents was formerly known as Google More. It is a software for internal corporate communication whose adoption has been increasing due to remote work. It is like a virtual office where all members of a team can interact at a distance. Applicability. video conferences, lessons, meetings, orientations, and webinar.
Teses, doutorado, enfim,
To sh-
acontecer em webinar.
Another resource we have is the Canva. Has a drag and drop feature layouts that allow you to create designs and documents to download, share and print presentations, invitations, infographics, graphics, posters, resumes, project proposals, logos, among others. Applicability, you can do flyers, slides, schemes,
Temas,
and graphics.
infinitamente uma variedade.
There is a big variety of things to do. We have the MindMaster,
Cria apenas
tool for creating mind maps that can be accessed directly from Google Drive. Maps can be made individually or collaboratively.
de forma colaborativa.
The applicability
Serve para
is to make mental maps and schemes.
esquemas que é necessário.
We have as well the Victizy.
É uma plataforma
Is a platform that offers free graphics.
que pode ser utilizada
It can be used in classes
para animar um pouco mais a aula,
to cheer up your students, to wake up them, to emphasize things you want. Another one is Loom.
é uma
Loom is an extension for Google Chrome that allows you to record your computer screen without having to install additional software. With a click, the plugin allows you to capture only the screen and the webcam, or just the computer's camera. Another resource is the Powtoon. Create videos with Powtoon, a free online application. Powtoon aims to transform your simple idea into a creative presentation.
uma apresentação criativa com clientes.
All right. Now we're going to talk about the Anchor. Is the easiest way to make a podcast. Allows you to record a high quality podcast and distribute on several platforms.
Plataformas. Trello
We have the Trello is a project and action management system that allows you to create tables and activity cards, link people, make checklists of tasks, organize deadlines, files, and speed up the actions developed.
dar prioridade às ações desenvolvidas. E também nós temos
We still have the social network, WhatsApp. In addition to using on the phone, it is possible to synchronize with the web browser. We have the Skype. Now it's not necessary to have an account.
ter uma conta, né? Ele é livre.
Now it's free. We have the Facebook, the Instagram,
De redes sociais possíveis de serem utilizadas.
and a variety of social network that you can use in order to do that.
Aí nós temos como essa nova modalidade
With this new modality, we need to plan things
para o ensino não presencial.
and we need to take urgent measures.
Por exemplo,
Specific pedagogical planning for non-classroom teaching.
desenho que representa
We have to find new things to teach in class. For example, From the class must be seductive, the class must be interesting, so you can do an activity from 15 to 15 minutes, a different activity to keep the students' attention. Or maybe you can show a drawing to represent the content you're teaching. We have here in Brazil a teacher for literacy education. Every day he presents himself with costumes of Superman, of superheroes. And the children were always looking forward to wait for the teacher and to know which is the character that the teacher will wear today. They were always anxious about it, and this was very good. Second part. We have a question here. Are we in the era of change or in the change of the age? The planet is going through a moment of profound change. Since the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, humanity has not experienced such an intense transformation. Very relevant. Opportunities arise. We have the challenges arising. The great challenge of the moment is to know how to take advantage of the opportunities that open up with the changing age. Moment of change. If we want to expand our reach and expand our knowledge, we need to be resilient. This is fundamental, resiliency. Now we're going to talk about the economy in Brazil. Since we have the coronavirus, the unemployment rate can reach 18% in the country compared to the current 12% that we had before the pandemic. This almost 19 would represent 90 million Brazilians without work. The 4.4% decline in services
trabalho foi na área de serviços, 4%.
The 7.4% retraction in the industry. The civil construction started growing again. This is something very impressive. Agriculture is the only sector with an expected increase of 2.9%. Those who did not lose their jobs had reduced wages and hours. More than 7 million workers are under this new regime.
E não perdeu o emprego, teve seus salários e jornada de trabalho reduzidas. Isso, e nessa nova modalidade estão mais de 7 milhões de trabalhadores nesse novo regime de trabalho com a jornada de trabalho reduzida.
The International Monetary Fund, IMF, estimates a drop of gross domestic product GDP of 5%, while the most recent government forecast is a decrease of 4.7%. Any of these numbers already represent the worst retraction since 1901, when the most reliable survey of the indicator began. To date, the biggest decline was 4.35% in 1990. Thank you very much. I wish you peace, wisdom, and gratitude. Guys, I just want to say something. Dr. Maria Elena is not able to be here today, so I asked the teacher Artelonino Pato, Dr. Artelonino Pato, to present in her place. Thank you very much.
Oh, my turn? Is it my turn? Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to thank you the invitation to be here as a lecturer. It's a great honor to me to talk about food that I really love. Really, thank you. Let's share some slides. I'm going to talk about education and technology. That is the theme of this seminar, this webinar. And once more, I would like to Dayananda Sagar Institution. I don't know, I'm not sure if I talk the right way the name of the institution. That is sponsored this webinar. As also the professors that are promoting this webinar. So I am just trying to talk about the issues and yet it's possible. We had a problem on September of 21 year. It happened in September 11. At that time, all of us were astonished with the movement it was caused. But I used to say that was the moment that we have to wake very hard our eyes and notice and realize that when we are going on. That episode on the United States of America with the two big towers starts an event around the world that we could take part of the whole world. And it was the moment we realized that the world is at our hands in a twinkle, very little twinkle. I used to divide the events before this day and after this date. Last December, we started to fall, and no planning, no way, and we are get lost. In fact, all of us, we don't know where we are going to go, where we are to achieve, but we are going. And in healthy, people were prepared to be health sessions, health treatments, health plans. But in health, they don't were prepared to do the large amount, the scale we had in this sector. Too much stress. And it is for a long time yet. But in education, our professors, our teachers are not far prepared to face what we are facing. As Professor Beatriz said, heroes. In fact, we are heroes. We have the Spider-Man, the Batman, I don't know which are heroes in India or this part of the world, but teachers, professors are for sure heroes. For sure, they do not have time to plan. They don't have time to open their eyes, even twink. But they act. And as Alice in the Wonderland, we fall in a new world. We don't know the White Rabbit or the Big Hat or even any character of the Alice in the Wonderland. But as Alice, we have to react. We have to go ahead in our activities. We have to share the activities in asynchronous and synchronous time. As in remote time for us in Brazil and around the world, we have sharing possibilities that put us in this situation, in this postmodern world, or the liquid education, as according to Zygmunt Bauman, we say the way we are having. We are liquid is moving, and in this moving, it is occupying the spheres, the rounds, the materials, the nurses. It is occupying positions. It is what we are doing for sure in this post-modernity world. Or, according to Bauman, liquid education, modern. No, not for Bauman. He don't like this term. Zygmunt Bauman shares this part of knowledge that we are facing this world, and it is, as Alice or Bauman, it is we are facing. Sorry. The challenge we have to face put us entirely in a straight to digital world. We have no time to think, as I said. We have no time to prepare. We just have time to do. We have to change professors, analogical professors that has the habit in going to presential activities, using a blackboard, chalk sometimes, and for a long time, not even open their mails. And now we are entirely dependent of this arroba. We don't have in Brazil a zip number, a CPF, that is for us, CPF, that we use in presential world, physical world. Now, as never in our activities, in our world, we are arroba something. That is the key to open in this world. And we have to use the tools we have in this world. this matrix world. We get down the caverns and are totally immersed in the digital world in education. We have tools, as properly Professor Beatriz presented us, a very large amount of them, and they are what we are using nowadays. But we have to have sure that despite we are aliens falling down in a deep, different world, the strategies we have to do, to perform, to go ahead in the education world, continuing being planning and strategies to methodology. With this experience we have now, we have to take education in our hands and start planning the activities, because we had 2, 3, 4 months to learn that. And in my institution, Unifavest, we had a great experience in this area. I suppose many institutions as Unifavest around the world had that. But still today, we have some institutions are still resting. That is very serious, because it is not time, no more time to rest. We have to be hard. Education is the sphere. We have to go ahead. We are the first to do the lines where the world have to be going. So, professors today, teachers today, have to learn with this experience we had and start planning the activities. Have to trace the objects for the semester or the year, it depends, and each class they go and perform. I suppose this is the independent, if you are in presential methodology or even if you are in a digital methodology. The modality that shares the difference. The difference is the way we act around the world in the activity, anywhere. So I suppose, and in my suppositions, I'm sure that we have to plan and to have to trace the method, strategies, and methodologies, to have the change of mind in our students. We have to go ahead. If we don't have some knowledge, privileged knowledge, we have to center the discussion also in the teachers and professors, people that go inside the classrooms to change the mind of our students. Professors have the knowledge in their specific areas. They have their formation, their graduation, and all the studies. But being a teacher means that you also have to know the better strategies, the better methodologies, the right planning, and the right tools to evaluation your students in learning. So, if you do a good preparation in our professors, we are improve the methodologies, the results we are going to have. Because planning the class, teaching the class, and finally achieving the evaluation of learning, the learning evaluation, we are doing a better performance. That is the better way. It's independent if we have asynchronous or asynchronous activities. In these remote times, we have to choose, maybe forced, but it is the best result. We are not doing education, distance education. That's not what we are doing, because we don't have the planning and the structure we need in distance education. We have changed to remote education just with synchronous activities and all the JUSULT, and including in my institution, Unifavest, we have to use Unimestre. In Unimestre, that is a platform, a digital platform that functions as a repository. We distribute all the texts, all the material, all the slides, all the class plans to our students by Unimestre, and use the tools in G Suite to do the contact with our students, including, as Beatriz, the Professor Beatriz has talked about WhatsApp. We had a nice experience in WhatsApp. If the internet is not so hard, we distribute material through WhatsApp. We don't have memory in this tool, but it is good to share materials with our students. So we have to move. We have to make a difference in the world. For sure, as Gulliver that have seen, that have met, little and giants, we are facing a new world. For sure, it is not a new normal. New normal is not for sure what we are facing, or what we are living. But what for sure is what we have to do. We have to get new positions since the analogical times to generations Z, G, Y, and we have to change, all of us being, walking, going, moving around the millennials' possibilities. That is the new brave world we have to face. Full of technology, but not a technology per se, not a technology as an end, but a technology. All too is possible. It's possible to use in education. But what we need is also is not to learn the humanity aspect, because we are far from each other. In Brazil, COVID is very serious. Our Gauss curve is not at the top, far from that. But we have to face these conditions, remote for a long time, for sure. This year, no solution for many areas, but we have to face what we have, dispute that, take a look at the cognitive abilities to improve competence. That's what we have to do, using all kinds of technology tools and not losing the humanity aspects. That's what Sapiens is. That's what we are. Thank you.
tem que se reinventar.
In my opinion, you need to reinvent yourself to be creative, to prepare your classes 3 times more than you used to do before.
Ter muita paciência com os alunos.
Have a lot of patience with the students.
Te procuro no outro dia, porque
They will look for you because they are shy to ask questions in the middle of the class, so they will look for you in the other day and ask the questions you need to be there available to answer.
fica praticamente full time.
We keep practically full time as a teacher,
Não deixar eles como necessidade.
not to let them with needs of education.
Me? Okay. How could it be not human? How could it be? Yes, but sometimes we teaching, we are in front of some screen and all the cameras are closed. We are talking and talking and talking and try to interact. But our students are not getting any return to us. They are mute. So what we have to start in the way is not lose the aspect of interaction, not lose the aspect of the talk we have to be with their students. We have to talk. We have to, as possible as it is, we have to look eye to eye. For sure, it is not the same. For sure, we don't have the embrace. For sure, we don't shake the hands. But the way we have to find ways to smile in the classes. We have to keep the hope, not only the content we have to teach to our students. We have to improve the side also. It's not easy because we have technology mediating our talk, but we are discovering how to do that. In my institution, we just have higher education, graduation, and master. But we are accompanying news. What we have in Educational Secretary of our state or in Brazil, if it's possible to get Meet or Zoom talks, class through these tools, we are going to doing that. But if it's not possible, teachers are printing material and leaving it to the house of our students. Because internet, Brazil is a country with high difference, social differences. We have people that pay millions of dollars for one cellular, have the speed internet, and other people walk with no shoes. That's Brazil. Brazil is in this way. So what is possible we are doing? That's what the reason that Beatriz called teachers are heroes, because they are doing the best to get the students involved. And nowadays, last 2 weeks, our governor is preparing kids come back to school, but parents don't have. They think it is a risk. So parents want to keep 2 kids at home in remote class. Even with these differences we have. So I could conclude that all that is possible, all that human mind could think, we are doing to anyway keep our students studying. Even at our institutions, we have some problems. That's what the repository is so important, because it's not even the synchronous time, but the students can keep the material out of the lesson time. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
I say thank you. Very, very thank you for the opportunity to share this information, to talk. I was a little bit sad because I do not accomplish the beginning of the webinar, but it's okay. Now I'm filling the link.
Excuse me, I would like to thank teacher Siloni for to participate and accepted my invitation.
Muito obrigada.
Thank you
My
for the
pleasure.
organizers of the event.
Estou muito feliz
I am
I'm
very
very,
happy.
very honored with the invitation.
do meu país.
I am very happy to bring data of my country and my institution for the whole world.
Espero que a gente possa compartilhar
I hope we can share in other moments acknowledgement
a Universidade Universal, né?
and the universal university, the knowledge universal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Very nice, very nice. I'm a participant. Excellent. We gained a lot. Thank you very much for both of you. Excellent, and we can follow. We can follow your language very well. No problem at all. Can we leave, sir?
Sir,
Okay.
good evening, sir. Sir, can you share the PPTs, sir? PPTs of to our mail? Okay, sir. Thank you for the good session, sir. Thank you, sir. See you again, sir.
Kindly share to the email, sir, so it will be very easy for us. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for the experts, resource person also for giving a good information regarding the digitalization. So we will meet you again, sir. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.